guys, welcome back.
Yeah, this has been a quieter week than last week. I don't have like, and then this happened, and then this.
No cars busting through other doors or walls.
No, not. I haven't even. I should probably go swing by and see. I'm bowling later, so and the bowling place is like right next to where I used to live. So I'll just swing by there and see if they fixed it yet or not. Probably not, but
it's kind of good that happened when you were leaving.
Yeah, even though we wouldn't have to deal with it, just insurance and shit. But
they're like, actually, you have to rebuild it by hand.
That would suck. I would hate that.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing that happened to me this week is I lost a lot of points in my homework assignment because I had I couldn't understand it, so I pulled up an example of the problem, and I accidentally copied the numbers from the example instead of the actual question numbers.
Like copied and pasted as your answer.
I didn't I typed it over because I was looking at the example, like, okay, that's how I do the math, and I was looking at the question, like the question said the company got $50,000, and in the example it was like the company got $20,000. I typed over $20,000 because the teacher, even on there, she's like, I'm not sure why you put 20.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
No, I was looking at, it wasn't even the same problem, so I wasn't copying answers. I was just looking at an example to help me figure out how to do the math. That's not cheating.
It sounds like cheating.
It's not.
If I'm texting other women and then I text one saying the wrong name to that woman, just kidding.
I'm telling Maya.
There's a fly on my shoe.
Who's Brittany?
Oh!
Okay, Abby.
Yeah,
instead of baby, it autocorrects to Abby.
Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm like, I know I'm my record is clean, but like every time that happens, I'm like, it's over.
I don't remember what word I type, but sometimes I'll be like, I'll type something and it'll autocorrect it to John, and it just keeps doing that,
John
like to Justin, and I'm like. Like, internally, you're like, what if they think blah, 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 which Justin never thinks anything of it. He knows it's the typo.
Yeah, Justin never thinks.
No, he thinks. He has a brain.
No, he does think.
He's a wrinkly brain boy.
He's full of knowledge.
There's a lot of canyons and divots.
He has canyons in his brain. Some of them are more shallow than others, but...
Whereas emotional... No, wait, you said he's emotionally intelligent. I was going to say his emotional intelligence is...
He's now 40, so I was just talking to him about that the other day. I was like, I told Becca she should aim for older men because younger men, they just don't have that emotional intelligence. It's not worth it.
But I feel like it just depends on the person too.
Aim for someone who's like 35.
I don't want to date someone that's 35. That's
You're
so
like
weird.
28.
That is so weird to me. I'm sorry. I can't.
You gotta go for at least 10 years older than you.
10
You have to follow in the footsteps.
38.
Of mom and dad.
38 years old. Aim for somebody.
I can't.
I'm gonna start aiming for people that are 10 years younger than me. So 12-year-old. No, I'm kidding.
Brother!
Almost 13, so it's okay. Almost 13. I'll just start. I'll park in like the local middle school and just be like,
oh my god.
you. No.
Find a predator.
No.
Hello, my name is.
And like as soon as I get out of my car, I get swarmed by like a TV crew. I'm like, God damn it.
Or what is that one that one movie where the cops dress up as teenagers and then attend school? Don't do that shit.
Oh, like Jump Street.
Yeah. Don't like pretend to be a middle schooler and go to the school. You know.
I wouldn't even be able to pretend.
You pretend to be a high schooler.
Be a 6 foot, not 6 foot. I'm more like 5'10", 5'11", but
you could pass for a high schooler.
Yeah, I did go to the liquor store in Meyer, and the guy was kind of like looking at me funny. And I'm like, I'm almost 23, dude. Come on.
That's wild.
Let me buy my fucking $8 wine, dude.
I want my cheap wine, damn
Yeah, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. You're holding me up over there. He's going, look. I'm like, I'll bring my birth certificate. I'll give you whatever the fuck you need, idiot. No, he was a sweet guy.
What's his name?
Honestly, I think it...
I guess he wasn't very sweet then if you don't fucking remember.
Well, I was looking in his eyes instead of his name tag.
His chesticles?
His name tag. Oh.
I don't even think I get ID'd anymore.
Yeah,
when people ask me how old I am, I lie, and I tell them that I'm older than I am.
Oh, okay.
And then they go, oh, you look so good for your age.
I'm 40.
55.
I'll go, yeah, I'm 38. Or 40, I'm 45.
Someone's gonna be like, you look like shit for 45, dude.
I'd be like,
oh my god.
I know that I don't even feel like I look 30.
I wouldn't say so.
I'm going to be getting Botox soon.
No, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Why?
Isn't that expensive?
It's like
Well, I guess you got the money now.
it'd be it's like the younger you are, the least expensive that it is.
But also, the younger you are, it's gonna look worse in the future.
No,
If you
it
overdo
doesn't.
it does.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you like put it in like your lips and shit. It,
Well,
like,
okay,
stretches out
where
your
are you
lips.
getting it?
My forehead. Right here.
Is it for a medical reason, or is it just because you don't
Ricky's.
like the divot between your nose and your forehead?
It's for wrinkles.
What wrinkles? You fucking
Okay, so
snuck in?
I'm gonna have I have a friend who's older, and she has a wrinkle right here, and like when I scrunch my face, you see the line
Yeah.
right here, right there. Okay, that is going to become permanent because when I sleep, I scowl in my
Yeah.
sleep.
What?
Like
I do the same
crinkle
thing.
my face,
Go.
and when I wake up, there's literally a sleep line right there, and I'm like, that's gonna be a deep ass fucking wrinkle
Uh-oh.
right there. So I'm gonna get here, and then I get in the beginnings of crow's feet. When you get Botox when you're young, it prevents the wrinkles from becoming deep. As long as you don't go crazy with it, like you said, it can look bad. Like if you get it like in your lips, when you get older, your lips look deflated in the corners. You've
Or have
seen
you
it on
seen-
older women.
People that get it in their cheekbones and on their chin, it like makes them look like
Oh no, nothing like that. I'm not. No, it's just gonna be here, here, and here, and
'Cause,
that's
like,
all I'll ever get it.
when you go in, they'll try to like recommend certain things, and then it makes you feel insecure. So you're like, okay. They're like,
They're
oh,
like,
you
dude,
should.
you look like shit.
Yeah,
This is fucked up. This is below average. You look below average.
because
We can fix it.
we can fix it. They
not
do
gonna
it
do
by the
anything like that.
syringe. So like, if you only use like half a syringe, you still have to pay for the full syringe. So they'll be like, well, we still have half a syringe. You want to use the rest? Because they can't reuse it. So that's how they get you.
I don't think a syringe is like it's like $11 per syringe.
There's no way.
After insurance,
Well,
maybe.
you have to. No, insurance doesn't cover it.
What?
Okay, so like on your forehead, or example right here, you'd use 9 syringes.
What? I don't know if you mean syringes. Maybe it's like,
It's units. It literally, I have a place that I'm gonna go to. I have it all picked out, and on their website it says per unit, and it gives you the average of like around your eyes. You need like 3 per eye.
I think there's certain units in a syringe.
I mean, there might be, but it like
Because
it's,
that doesn't sound right to me.
well, it's per unit, whatever
Okay.
that means. It's like $12 per unit.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because if there's like 10 and one syringe,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So, example, for me, it should cost under $300, and I should only need to get it like every 6 months because I'm young.
Let's say while you're getting this filled in, ask them for a lobotomy while they're there.
Literally.
Just
slip
push
it
the
down.
needle in just a little
right
bit
there.
deeper and just.
Justin's very, very against it, and I had a conversation with him about it the other day because he's like, you need to go to therapy if you feel like you need to change your face. And
think-
I was like, no, it's just to prevent wrinkles in the future because one thing that I feel like it's hard to explain to a man is a woman's worth is in how she looks.
That's how we're conditioned.
Yes. And like if I don't look good, like in the future, like I gotta maintain some kind of semblance of youth.
It's
And
just
it's connected to
product,
my self-worth.
It's a product of our environment.
Yes.
And it's something that's really hard to get over and accept.
yes.
It's very hard.
Eventually, I'm gonna look like shit, and I'm gonna have to
No.
accept it. And
Eventually?
no amount of Botox will fix that.
'Cause
But
it,
like,
like-
for now, I'm like, okay, I need to look as young as plus because I was drinking, I feel like that since I stopped drinking, I feel like I woke up and I was 30. Like I look at my face in the mirror and I don't even recognize it. Like it's like a disconnect.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's that too on why I want to get it.
You just want to feel like yourself.
Yes. And that would definitely help because it would like everything is very, very light. Like on camera, you can't see shit at all. But like in person, well, if I didn't have makeup on, I have like forehead, and it's plus from working outside.
Yeah.
I have forehead lines, like when my face is resting. They're very, very light. I have the beginnings of crow's feet, very, very light. And then right here is beginning a wrinkle right here between my eyes. And if I get it now, it'll be cheap. And if I wait 10 years, it'll be a lot more expensive because they'll be deeper than if I were to start now.
And it's something that's temporary. You could always get it, dissolved?
It dissolves on its own. It's one of those things. I did a lot of research on it. If I just decide to stop taking it, as long as I don't go excessive with it, if I decide to stop taking it, you won't even be able to tell that I ever took it.
Yeah.
It'll just like I have this is the reason that I thought this is because I have my old boss. She got it And I remember, like, she always looked so young. She was like, I think she's like 50 now. And one day she's like, oh, I need to get my Botox redone. And I remember looking at her face and be like, oh my God, I never noticed all those wrinkles there. Because there were like wrinkles in her forehead, wrinkles around her eyes and stuff. She looked her age because it wore off. She still looked better. She still looked good, but she still like looked her age. And I was like, well, when I turn 30, I'm going to get Botox. So yeah, I'll document that experience.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I do not feel right doing it until all my debt's paid off because I got to put my family first.
Like, sorry, you can't eat tonight, Johnny. I have to get Botox tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I have to put my family first.
My
So,
wrinkles have to eat before my children.
I also promised Justin, because he's very against it, that not a dime of any of his income will go to it. I mean, we have a shared bank account, but like I'll save over a little bit of my checks.
Yeah.
Like I'll save over the overtime of my checks into a savings account. So that way, like none of his earned money will go to it. Only my earned money will go to it, even though we're one unit.
I mean, if it's something that you will feel better about yourself and more confident, I say go for it.
I'm going to do it. I am going to go for it. I told Mom about it, and she's like, no, don't do that to your face.
Because it's your fucking body. It's your fucking choice.
I can do what I want.
What if they grab the wrong syringe and put in wrinkle juice and mix the wrinkle?
Wrinkle juice.
Like, make me look older,
Yeah.
please.
Or they accidentally put, like, mayonnaise in it.
Can you imagine 20-year-olds going in like, I want to look older so I can buy alcohol?
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. You can't wait like a year.
And
You're
then
like
it wears
ruined.
off within
Yeah.
like 3 to 6 months.
But then it just stays like that.
Like, the older you get, the more often that you need to get it, and the more of it that you need to get. So I feel like every, it says, like, it can last, like, up to 5 months. I think I said 6 months before. It lasts up to 5 months. So I'm like, okay, since I'm young and they're light, it should last about that long. And then the older I'll get, it'll be, like, every 3 months I'll have to get it. Which by then, hopefully, I have a career, and it's not that big of a deal.
You should go into the plastic surgery industry so you can get it for free.
I'll do it to myself. I'll
Just,
be
like, in the bathroom.
but- yeah, like... Okay, I'm good to go. But also, apparently, so when I do this, I'm going to let everyone know I do this because sometimes they can bruise.
Oh.
And it looks like a black eye.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let literally everyone know so they don't think Justin beats me. Like, hey guys, getting Botox today. If it bruises, this is why. Just so you know, I might bring you with me so you can actually physically see it happening because the bruises look really fucking bad.
Vlog it. Just set up a camera and record yourself.
Be like, can I record this so people didn't think I got beat?
It does suck, like, being in a like, the one thing that I hate about being in a relationship is whenever Maya gets a bruise anywhere, I just feel like the vibe in the room changes.
Yes.
I'm like, it wasn't fucking me. Like, I never say anything because I'm like, they should know it wasn't me. I don't be hitting people. That's fucked up.
In
But-
my early
Except
days
when you were a
of
kid.
Amazon...
Except for when I'm so fucking mad and I just, no, I'm kidding.
And
In
she
my
back
early-
talks.
In my early days of an Amazon delivery driver, when we had the rental vans, you remember the rental vans, Becca? It was like Christmas season, and I remember I had the packages stacked to the ceiling, and I was trying to grab one, and it fell and hit me in the corner in the face, okay? And it blacked my eye. And I remember, like, going home and, like, just being normal. I live at Momo's house at this point, and Momo's like, your eye is black. And then I immediately was like, oh no, she probably thinks Justin beats me. Because obviously it was not him, but, like, it was a package. It, like, smacked me right in the face.
It sounds like a fake story. Honestly.
I know it does. It does. Like,
I was at work and
trying
the
to
package
tell
fell on
people
me.
that.
I walked into a pole.
Like all the
I fell down.
I feel like anytime you get a black eye, any story that you tell, like,
Yeah.
oh, I slipped and slammed my head into a doorknob.
Yeah.
That sounds made up.
I punched myself.
I did get a black eye from getting punched. We were boxing though, so like we were wearing gloves, and my friend must have just hit me just right to like break a vessel like in a corner here.
Well, when you get a black eye as a man, people just assume that you were fighting.
You're a tough guy.
Well, I was boxing, but I
Yeah,
wasn't like
yeah.
it wasn't like unsanctioned or whatever.
Yeah, they just assume that you were like fighting. They don't assume domestic violence was involved at
Yeah.
all. But when a woman has a black eye, people are like,
Yeah, they look at me. I'm like, "Ooh."
honey, do you need to? You can talk to me.
But it's like,
It's like, okay.
I grab her by the arm and go, "We're leaving."
but I think it's mostly because it's so common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in my household,
Yeah.
a lot of beatings every day.
That took a minute for that to process in my brain. Especially in my household.
I like come in with like a wrap on my hand because I hurt my fist.
Punch the wall.
I hit Maya just way too hard last night, and yeah.
Go away.
You punched a wall, but her nickname is Wall. You just tell people you punched a wall.
She's my brick house. Yeah.
Brick.
I punched the wall.
House. She's my tail, letting it all hang out.
Botox.
Botox.
Ow.
Well, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna document it on the pod. I thought about that last night.
Are you documented?
Are you undocumented?
None of you were there when I was born.
Silence
So.
speaks volumes.
I was in spirit.
You guys were still in Dad's ball sack.
Yeah.
We're documented. Are you?
I have my birth certificate. You want to look at it?
No. It's probably fake. You probably
I mean, my birth
forged
certificate's
it.
so old it does look fake.
Where were you born?
Where would I even be from?
Where were you born?
You tell us.
Anyway, last night I had an idea for the pod is example. I lost my example because I got distracted by this whole "are you documented" thing.
Oh, because it threw you off because you didn't think you would get caught this early.
I
You
got
thought you have another 10 years at least.
Anyway, like example,
fucking
when
knew
I
it.
go and get Botox and stuff, I record the process, and then we can add that into the pod. Like
Have they
little
recorded the
snippets.
process of you being documented?
Little snippets of me, or like example, you go to a concert, you just record little snippets of the concert, and then we can insert it into the pod.
like as we talk about it, insert clips.
Yeah. Like, oh, I went to Florida, and then they're like, obviously it would have to be interesting clips. It couldn't just be like, well, I mean, it could just be me standing on the beach, like, yep, I'm here.
Some guy
I'm in
shitting on the
Florida.
beach.
Yeah.
Hello from Florida. And then it's just next.
You guys like?
Or
that
you're just
idea?
like laying face down on the beach, like
Lifeless.
Florida.
I wash up the beach.
Okay. You guys want to do this now?
yes,
Okay.
You want to change the undocumented subject? Okay.
we have a
You
game.
She's got her documents, everybody.
I have a game, and it is the political policies game. Okay.
Becca's going to turn into a
And-
Trump voter today.
Okay. I considered just putting all Trump policies down. I considered it, and not telling you guys.
Well, that would be biased.
Okay, the rule of the game is I'm going to name the policy, and you're going to say whether you think it's Trump or Kamala's policy, and you're going to say whether or not you would vote based on that vote for that policy.
Okay.
Okay,
Should we,
and
like-
then I'm gonna tally it up. And
Okay,
I'm
you're gonna
say-
tally it. Okay.
I have a little box
Okay.
at the
Oh,
bottom.
you did like official.
Yes. I have a
Hell
little box
yeah.
at the bottom, and I'm going to tell you at the end who you should vote for based on these policies. Also, I avoided any policies that were extremely obvious who it was, so it's not going to be like, oh, the border. You know what I mean?
Are there any policies that are shared between the two? Or is it all
Yes.
just stuff that's...
There
okay.
are policies that are shared between the two, yes, but they're slightly different.
Okay.
Okay, some of these I don't like fully understand. Like some of them are very, very vague. I can give if you don't understand it, you can question it before you answer it.
Can you
and
use
I'll
it
try
in a
to,
sentence?
I will try to explain it to the best of my abilities. Like this first one is very vague, and I would not be able to explain any of them. The ones from Trump,
Like,
I
what's your
got off
source?
of his website
Okay, okay.
for Agenda 47
Okay.
official. The ones with Kamala, hers are not up on her website yet. So the ones from Kamala, I had to dig and search for quotes and stuff.
Okay.
So the ones from Kamala might not be 100% accurate.
Okay.
Accurate.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm scared.
Number 1 is / wasteful government spending.
Yes.
So are we
what's
guessing...
the
Guess
details?
who you think? There's
Oh,
no details. That's all that I got.
I would assume...
Are we guessing which one it is?
Yes, you guess who it is, and then you guess whether or not you would vote based on just that policy alone.
I would assume that's Trump because conservative, because they're trying to conserve.
Yeah. It
So if
sounds.
they're like... he also wanted to get rid of Department of Education and some other shit.
See, that's the thing. Like when I hear that, what is it? Wasteful spending? What'd you call it?
Yes, it just says wasteful government
Like that can
spending.
be, to me, it's perceived as like throwing too much money to like war and shit. But if it's like from Trump's mouth, it's probably like the context is a lot different.
Yes.
What he or she, depending on which candidate it is,
Yeah.
views as
Wasteful.
wasteful. Yeah, views as wasteful.
Yeah. So that's a really difficult.
It's like I said, the first one is
So
extremely vague, and there was no other information provided on this
Well,
one.
Can you read it again? Sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
/ wasteful government spending.
Okay. It sounds like wording that Trump would use slash.
We have to slash the useful, or fuck, cut that. Slash the wasteful spending.
I think Trump.
Okay.
We have to bring the money back to the people. Yeah, I think it's Trump.
Okay. And
So-
would you vote for that based on that policy alone?
With no context?
No.
The context is you think Trump said it.
Oh, no.
Okay. And Matthew, would you vote for that policy?
No. If someone just walked on a podium and was like, we're gonna cut the wasteful spending, and be like, I'm not gonna fucking vote for you, dude. You have to be, that's shallow. What else you got? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, number 2 is 25% minimum income tax on households with more than 100 million in net worth.
That's Kamala.
They would get taxed at least 25%.
Oh, okay. Then I think that's Kamala. So, yes.
You would vote for it?
Yeah.
Well, I would vote for it if I didn't have $100 million. But if I had more than $100 million, I'd be like, no, dude, that's fucking whack. You're going to take all my money I earned. But as of right now and currently in my economic situation, yes, I would vote for that. But I'm just saying that it's yes, but with context.
Okay. The next one is $25,000. This is in terms of houses. $25,000 down payment for a house and a $10,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers.
Isn't that what it already is right now?
No.
I know who this one is. I've seen it.
$25,000.
Like, that's free. Like, you don't have to pay that
It's only
back.
on new constructions, though.
I don't know the details of it. Like I said, a lot of it was very vague. Like,
know who
on
this-
both parts. They were very vague on both parts.
So this is money
Kamala.
that the home buyer is receiving? They're going to
Yes,
get a 20...
towards.
Whoa, okay.
They get $25,000 to put on their house, and then when tax season comes around and they claim that they're a first-time home buyer, they get a $10,000 tax credit
That
on their
seems
taxes.
that seems pretty liberal.
Yeah, Kamala.
Kamala.
I vote for it.
I feel like this is one of those things that sounds good on paper, but would end up like fucking everything up. Because if you're just getting $35,000 essentially for just making a home, then it's like what's stopping someone from benefiting from that, from just building their own house, and then
Like, you're saying everyone's just going to start building their own house.
Yeah,
and then,
and then
like,
it's just
the
gonna be-
market's going to crash or something.
I don't know shit about fucking dog
house-
shit, dude.
housing market will crash.
I mean, yeah.
But
I
if you
guess-
think about it, think how much it would be to actually build a house.
No, I understand, but like, is this limited to one home? Like, could someone build a house and then take the 25,000 and then build another house, take 25,000?
I think it's like there's a time period you have to live in the home.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's.
And it has to be your primary residence. You can't own any other home.
Yeah,
I just feel like there's a loophole in there.
there probably
But-
is.
I mean, I don't know if I would vote for it. I mean, it would be great.
You would
but
have to be a first time though. So like,
Actually, that is not true. You do not have to be a first-time home buyer.
You just get. That's
It's
just what they
called
call. That's what they
first-time-
call
That's
it.
what they call
Oh.
it. Because when I'm buying a house, I've used the first-time home buyer loan before, and I'm using it again.
okay,
They just call it first-time home buyer.
They forget. They say, "Wait a minute.
Yeah, you don't have to be an actual first-time home buyer.
you're always the first in their eyes.
Did you buy a home before?"
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Not me. Okay.
I trust you.
Okay, Becca, would you vote for it? Matthew?
Yeah, I would.
Matthew, or wait, did you say no?
He was iffy about it.
I think just as it is, maybe I would vote for it, but I just feel like there's either loopholes in it that would make it a bad thing.
Yay or nay?
Huh?
Yay or nay?
Oh, I thought you said you're an A. I'm like, what does
That's
that
all
mean?
that you said,
You're
too.
such an A.
Urinate. I think it's Kamala. I guess I would vote for it, but not because it's Kamala, but just I would vote
It
for
would
it
be beneficial.
without the context.
It would be beneficial to you if you ever decided to buy a home.
Yeah.
That's why you'd vote for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very self-centered.
The next one is eliminate taxes on tips for millions of restaurant and hospitality workers.
I know who this one is.
So they wouldn't pay money in tips.
I know what
Okay,
this
that
one
would probably I would want that.
is. Same.
I'm assuming it's Trump.
Yeah, it's Trump.
Okay.
Would you vote for it based on just that policy alone?
Yes.
Absolutely.
'Cause that's
I'm an
like-
independent contractor, so I think that kind of applies to me
Yeah.
too.
With a cap, probably. If you make like a
Probably.
shit ton of money, obviously they should start taxing that, but they
'Cause-
shouldn't be taxed the same as salary or hourly workers.
I could see people taking advantage of that and doing like money laundering through that. Like, it's a tip. $5,000 was a tip.
That's why I said there's a cap on it.
Okay, yeah.
But-
Is there? Or does
No,
it
I'm
say-
saying if I were in charge, I would put a cap on it because otherwise it would become a problem. Someone
Yeah.
just like getting all this money tax free,
like 50,000 a year or something.
Like
like higher than the normal.
political.
Was it like 23,000 is like the untaxed?
What's the people who fucking run the government?
The government?
Legislation.
Oh, representatives, senators, representatives.
Okay, all those people, they'd be like, I got a fucking $50,000 gift or tip. It was a tip. They gave me a tip. I don't have to pay taxes on it.
I'm assuming this is in the service industry, not government, because they already have like, what was it? There was a guy that got in trouble. I think it was Matt Gaetz got in trouble for the fuck do you call it? Where like you buy or sell insider trading, or something like that, where like they had known something and then they made a move in the market with that knowledge that that the public doesn't have. If that's not Matt Gaetz, my bad. That's the guy that comes to mind when I think of that.
Basically fraud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wait, is that the only tip that you get untaxed?
Huh?
I don't know.
Only tip?
Huh?
Just the... Never mind.
Huh?
Never mind. It was a stupid joke.
Huh?
Tip?
I don't want to get any tip anywhere near me.
Do you want to change your answer?
I'm not voting for that. No, I'll vote for that. I'll vote for that.
Okay, number 5 is they are in support of the development of AI.
I know who this one is. It sounds like something they would say. Oh, I don't know. I think I know. Wait, I feel like...
I really don't know.
Now I'm thinking maybe... in support.
Like, I'm trying to think of Trump being like, yeah, this is great thing.
Yeah, but
but
then-
like, I can't even...
I feel like he would be like, it's a horrible thing.
Well, maybe it is Trump because he's starting to get buddy with Elon, and Elon's in support of it because he's added it to Twitter, and Elon is in talks to be on Trump's board if he is elected. So I guess that would be Trump, but I wouldn't vote on that because I don't really know enough about AI to have like a for real answer, so I wouldn't vote for that. But I think it's Trump.
That's a hard one.
So you would not vote for it?
I wouldn't.
So they're in favor of AI.
Yes.
I think the one that's in favor, I'll say Kamala.
Okay. And would you vote for it to support the more AI?
Well, but then again,
more AI. Sorry, I wasn't home.
People can use AI for like war and stuff. For like face tracking
for a
and...
lot of things. Me personally, I am in big support of AI because it'll make our life so much fucking easier.
I'm in support of it, but at the same time, it could like jeopardize my field of work.
It also could jeopardize the field that I'm going into, accounting. But I still am in support of it.
Okay, I'll say I support it.
Just because, like, if you think of it, like, when we got, like, better technology, like, warehouse workers lost their jobs because they put a machine in. That's just how history progresses.
Yeah, like with self-checkout.
Yes, that's just how, like, we can't just not get better technology because, oh, well, it'll eliminate jobs. Like, that sucks, yes, but then more jobs are created. Like, people who work on the machines.
I'll vote for that.
Or build the machines themselves.
I could see Trump using that as like a fear-mongering thing. Like, they're going to take all the jobs. They're going to find your children. They're going to find their DNA. I don't know.
They're going to make new children. Perfect children.
Perfect.
Without flaws.
So you would vote for it, Becca?
Yeah.
And Matthew said you would not.
I wouldn't. Just because I feel like it's too early in the life cycle to know, or life span, or whatever the fuck you call it, to know for sure the consequences. But...
Okay, the next one is send astronauts back to the moon and onward to Mars. Revolutionize our ability to access, live in, and develop in space.
I would say Trump, just because he founded the Space Force, or he was a big component of that. That makes sense.
Was
and
he?
Also Elon on the board, if he is on the board, Elon SpaceX, he's trying to get people to Mars. So yeah. And I want to go back to the moon. That'd be fucking sick. Be like, America's still #1, dude. Name one other fucking person that's been on the moon other than America. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not, but...
No,
Russia.
we're not. Russia, yeah.
We gotta beat them there.
Dude, fuck them, dude. We're #1. We're America. We're #1, dude. Look at the fucking Olympic gold, dude.
If we're not first, we're last.
Ricky
That's
Bobby.
yeah, I think that's Trump.
Would
And
you vote for it
I
based
would,
on the
yeah.
policy
Yeah.
alone?
I fucking would.
feel
That's
like
sick.
not exploring, but possibly like living in space.
We want answers.
Answers. Understand.
Okay, the next one is promote home ownership through tax incentives and reducing mortgage rates.
Kamala.
I think that might be Trump, because he did say something like, I don't know how true this is. I don't know if it's just him spitballing or whatever, but he said he was going to cut the price of houses in half.
He's gonna cut my house in half.
He's going to cut he's going to come around and he's going to cut your shit in half.
Little Johnny was stuck in the middle when it happened.
Little Johnny.
He's only half a man now.
Now he's just John. His knees are upstairs still.
That was good.
I would vote for it,
Yeah, I support that.
regardless of who the candidate is. Like, if you come up with me and you're like, I'm going to make houses more affordable, like, shake my hand, brother.
Shake my arm.
Shake my hand, brother. You got my vote.
I'll give you my hand. In
And
marriage.
Becky, you are going to be putting the actual answer on the screen. Okay, because I feel like people will be like, wait, whoa, whose was
Yeah.
it?
Whoa.
All right, federal ban on price gouging to lower grocery prices.
Oh, that's got to be Trump, because he's always like, look at Biden. You can't buy anything anymore. Terrible president. Terrible.
I don't know. Because I feel like federal ban on price gouging to reduce grocery prices. Is that
Well,
what
maybe
it
it's
was?
Kamala. I don't know enough about Kamala to know. But then again, I don't know shit about Trump either. So this is just like me just answering
like that's-
blindly.
Kamala.
Come on.
Okay,
Federal
lock
ban.
in your answers on who you think it is. Yeah, the president of Kroger literally admitted to
Yeah.
price gouging.
That motherfucker, dude.
Okay, I think Kamala. I would say yes. Because groceries are expensive. We need to eat.
And Matthew, would you vote for it?
He's
Yeah.
hungry right now.
I would vote for it.
Creation of additional, more affordable alternatives to traditional 4-year college degree.
Kamala.
I've never heard of this, so I for real have no idea.
I wish that fly would leave my drink alone!
I'm banning all flies. All flies out of the country.
They're undocumented. They're not even supposed to be here right now. They're taking our jobs.
Vote for me.
They're eating out of our garbage. It's disgusting. Get them out of here.
Matthew, did you decide who you think it is?
This word is so weird. So it almost sounds like they're saying that you won't need to go to college to get certain jobs. Alternatives. So like a trade type thing? I don't know.
I mean, I'm all for changing the format
Yeah.
of college, but I don't know the correct way of doing it. So I don't know any like.
I think that we should be able to get a degree without having to do the prereqs.
Yeah, that's
Because
bullshit.
the prereqs is just you're dumping money for no reason.
That's
Like, if I'm going to be an electrical engineer, why do I need to take an anthropology class?
Yeah,
Why do I need to learn the history of World War One?
it's just to maintain jobs, I guess.
It's what Jesus would want.
Professor.
Let's bring religion into this. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm taking a religion class when I am
Atheist?
atheist. This is against my fucking religion.
My degree is in Satanism, so why am I taking this Christian class
That's
right now?
bullshit.
Hail Satan, bruh.
I've said Trump a lot, but I don't want to say this is a Kamala thing if it's something I don't want. I don't want that unless I have like some statistics behind it. Like, look, it's gonna be a good thing. I guess I'll say Kamala.
Would you guys vote for it?
Yeah.
Matthew, no. Becca, yes.
Unless I had context with it.
The next one is free tuition for low and middle income families.
Kamala. And yes.
I want it, but I don't know who said it.
Okay, so you say yes.
Well, I feel like that's something Trump would say and then, like, take back the next second. Because I know that, like, that whole thing with Joe Biden taking away all the student loans or whatever.
Everything
Oh,
that I
yeah.
have from
Didn't do
Trump
it.
is from his official website. So it is on the official, his promises or whatever.
'Cause then-
Agenda 47.
I could see, like, supporters being like, I don't want my fucking tax money to go to fucking low-income motherfuckers going to college.
But wouldn't that benefit them? Like, oh, I forgot.
That's my money.
That is the party that votes against their own self-interest. I forgot. My bad.
It's my money and I don't want it going to them people.
Trump or Kamala? Answer the question.
I think it's Kamala. I don't know.
Banning companies that outsource jobs from doing business with the federal government.
That sounds like something Trump would do.
Yeah.
Outsourcing is like when they
Hello,
put
thank you for calling Amazon. How may I
they
help
put
you?
jobs into other countries.
Yeah, because it's like, I could see Trump being like, we're keeping all the jobs in America. We're making more jobs for you here.
I mean, I do want that because I do think it's bullshit if I call Chase Bank and then someone in India, for real, this happened. It's not like me being like, oh, la, 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 la. There was a typhoon that hit and I had a bunch of money tied up and they weren't answering because a typhoon hit that part of India.
What the fuck?
And I was like, I literally have money tied up right now. I need it. So it was a problem. Anyway.
Or are you just racist?
No, I'm not
kidding.
racist, even though it is a good opportunity for them if they're getting paid by, NUSD, because, I know overpopulation is a big deal over there.
Just say whether it's Trump or Kamala.
I think it's
Wait.
Trump, and I do want that, but not because it's Trump.
Okay.
I think it's okay to outsource as long as they're getting paid sufficiently and it's not like,
They get paid pennies on the fucking dollar.
that's not okay.
Because
I don't support
that's
that.
the point of outsourcing.
Because the
don't
American
support
dollar is stronger than whatever currency they have. So,
I don't support that aspect of it. I don't think it's bad to outsource.
but at the same time, it is good for them because they are getting better paid than they would.
But we're taking advantage of them.
Oh, yeah. But they're
I don't
living
support
good, though. It's not like we're
Exploiting.
giving them
Exploiting.
pennies on our dollar, but it's like that's dollars on their penny.
I am very against outsourcing, and it's because one of the things that was making me think I should switch my degree is because accounting is being outsourced more and more, and it is going, once I enter the market, it's going to be difficult for me to find a job because of outsourcing.
Just move to a country and then apply.
Yeah, Justin will never go for that.
Outsource. Being outsourced.
So you would not vote for that, Becca. To
So
eliminate,
it's for or against?
it is against outsourcing.
I wouldn't vote for it.
Okay.
I'm against outsourcing. So I would vote for eliminating outsourcing and getting more American jobs.
Well, I don't. Now I'm kind of.
Now you feel like shit, don't you, dude?
Because it's like, I don't care about it taking away jobs. I just don't want them to be exploited. So I don't know which angle the person's coming from. But it sounds like a Trump type of policy. So I went.
Okay. The next one is restore the long-term stability of Social Security.
That's got to be
Yes.
Kamala because Trump is trying to get rid of that. Oh wait, no, or do I have that backwards?
Return the.
Slab.
Return
So
the.
basically fixing Social Security so when we retire we'll have it is basically what that means.
I say yes, and I think it's Kamala.
I think we should keep Social Security. Mm-hmm. I think
we need to take care of our seniors.
I think that's Kamala.
Okay. Becca, you would vote for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew, would you vote for that?
Yeah.
Erase billions of dollars in medical debt.
Billions.
Billions.
I say Kamala, and I agree.
Yeah.
You agree with you think it's Kamala and you agree?
Universal health care.
Yeah.
Universal health care. Universal health care.
Wait in longer lines because everything is universal.
But it's free, and
Dude,
everyone
our
can get the help
lines
they
right
need.
now, it takes me months to get into an appointment with a specialist.
Wait even longer. Wait even longer.
Okay, building 3 million new homes that are affordable for the middle class.
For the middle class?
Yes, that's
So
what I
like
said.
instead of Section 80, it's like Section 120.
I guess so. It's for the middle class, so the middle class can afford homes. Because right now, their middle class are struggling to buy homes, and that's the whole problem.
I feel like give more affordable housing to people that really need it instead of people
Yeah.
who have the money.
Like lower
but just
income.
yeah.
Well, right now, there's a problem that houses are unaffordable even for middle class. For me, for example, I'm trying to buy a home, and the homes that are what you would imagine as a stereotypical middle class house are just out of reach.
Yeah.
Like, it would cost me like over $2,000 a month in a mortgage, and I
Yeah.
can't afford that.
I'm just waiting for
a
that.
normal 3-bed, 2-bath, like a regular size fucking house. Nothing fancy, nothing like giant, just a normal middle class home. I can't fucking afford that. Like, I would have to, for the houses that I can afford, mind you, I am middle class.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm lower middle class, middle class, or upper. I'm not definitely not upper middle class. but I am middle class. And the houses I afford are like, they're major fixer-uppers. So like what would be considered lower class houses before? Like,
So it just seems like there's only a lower class and an upper class now. It's like middle and lower have converged.
that's how it feels.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. I make enough money where I should be able to afford a normal house. The houses on my street, which I live in not the greatest area, the houses on my street are going for like $350,000.
Bruh.
I am not, the house, there's a greenhouse. When you walk out of my house today, a greenhouse right there, it literally sold for that. And then there's a house up here on the corner that has a fence. Okay, that one sold for about $200,000.
I think location is the reason
Yeah.
for that, but also at the same time, it's like that shouldn't be.
No.
It's
What
I
is
mean, a lot of square footage, but
What is it called when people buy rundown houses and then make them
They
nicer?
flippers.
Not flippers.
fixer upper.
It's like they do it in cities that are more
Gentrification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's happening.
That is definitely what's happening.
Because if there's an
Washington.
apartment building like across the way, that's like really nice. So I think that's
Yeah.
like even making the property value go up even more.
Remember that person that was screaming outside the window?
Yeah.
I talked to her while I was sitting in my car.
Yeah.
She came up to me and she asked me if I had money, and I said no, I'm sorry.
Give me your money.
She said, I just want to buy it to eat. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, I don't carry cash. I'm so sorry. And she was like, you're good, buddy. And she just kept walking. I was like,
One person, she came up to me at the gas station and was asking me for money. I'm like, I don't carry cash. Do you have like Venmo or anything? And she had a Cash App credit card.
oh,
So you can literally like load money onto it so that she
they're
can
evolving.
use it. Yeah.
Homeless people are evolving.
But I sent her like $5 through her Cash App, and she just used the card to like get gas with it.
Wow.
Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So ask that next time if they have that.
You got Venmo?
I feel like we got way off track.
Yeah. Wait, okay.
Building 3 million new homes that are affordable for the middle class. Who is it, and would you vote for it?
Kamala,
Okay.
and yes, I would.
Okay.
I wouldn't vote for it, but I don't really care who it is. So
Why wouldn't you vote for it?
because I think that it would, it's like printing money. I just think it would further drive up the price of every other house. I don't know.
So you would not vote for it?
I don't think I would. I don't know who I think it is.
I don't think it would drive up the price of the house because supply and demand. If there's more supply,
But you say that with money too. If you added more money to the market, it's like the price of the dollar would plummet.
well, right now I feel like there's context with this. Right now there's a whole issue with zoning laws, so they can't build new homes.
Yeah.
Which is a reason that the homes that are currently there are more expensive.
Yeah.
So they want to make it to where they can change the zoning laws so they can build more homes so there's more supply and less demand.
Build the wall.
But, how
Sorry.
how many homes did you say?
3 million.
Okay, I was thinking 300 million.
No, just 3
I was like,
million.
holy fuck.
So I assume that would be like spread out throughout the United States.
Yeah, so
Not
it
just
would be
like,
like-
in Kentucky, like 3 million homes
Like
built.
100,000 homes per state or some
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, yeah, I'd
Wait,
probably.
I'm worried about the moment in time when we finally run out of land. Like everyone owns it.
I don't know if that'll
I don't think we'll
happen.
live through that.
You don't think?
There's still a lot.
Like I know technically everyone owns the land, but like once we like take up all the land,
Cause like
what's gonna happen?
That's
I-
why we have national parks that we're not allowed to build on.
I live out in the country, and most of those people have like at least 20 acres to their name. So it's just like empty, except for like one house on a ton of land.
It makes me so sad when I see a new neighborhood, like a big neighborhood being built, because I'm like, okay, who died and whose family sold that land?
There was
Yeah.
a farm that got taken over by like a factory, and it looked like where I used to live. Like all that land that used to be around
Oh,
there,
yeah.
it's all factories now.
Yeah, they put in. Yeah,
They literally bought like this family farm and built a fucking factory on it.
yeah.
We have 2 more.
Okay.
Ooh, and we're at 53 minutes. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
This
I
hour's
figured
flown.
this would take about 30 minutes.
This hour said.
Okay. In the war in
Oh,
Israel.
good.
Okay.
W.
Oh, I thought you said in
Wait,
the war in Israel.
War in Israel?
Yeah.
Is there a war in Israel?
Yeah, it was Israel and
Like Becca's the professional on this.
Palestine.
Like you don't want to.
Or the genocide against Palestinian people?
It was very, very vague. It just
Yeah.
said in the war over there.
That's definitely a Kamala statement.
Do you vote for it?
Because I know that she's like in support of Israel. So ending the war, like the way it's worded.
Yeah, it was like a big long sentence, and I summed it up because it was going back and forth in the sentence between.
Did it
Israel-
mention Palestine at all?
Yes.
What, can
But it was very vague on both points. It mentioned both Israel and Palestine, so there was no one way. They weren't on either side. They just wanted to end the war in general.
okay,
over
so
there.
but like calling it a war is kind of crazy, but
That's what it was called.
I know that's where she stands, so I know that's Kamala. That's like a big reason I don't want to vote for her because of her stance on it. Like I understand she's saying end it, but like there's no like ceasefire or anything. Like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't want the war to continue, but
the genocide.
I don't know who that would be because I would assume that both of them want the conflict to end, but the resolution could be different based on the candidate.
Yeah, it could be the opposite.
I would think it's Kamala.
Okay, Becca, would you vote for it?
Essentially, without context, would you vote for the end of?
The violence in
Yeah.
Israel.
So you want it to continue?
Well, there is the violence in Palestine I'm against. The
Well,
violence anywhere I'm against, but saying it as like I don't know.
Yes or no?
So it's saying like for the genocide to stop.
In the violence over there.
I don't know. They try to like make Israel to be the victim here, and that's how it sounds, and I don't like that.
So you wouldn't vote for it?
Bro, I don't know.
They're
You have to
getting
say yes or no.
they're getting too rowdy. They need to simmer down.
So Matthew, would you vote for it?
I would vote for them to chill out. Yes. But like, guys, you're killing the vibe of what is that? The Middle East? No, it's not the Middle East.
It is.
Oh, it is. Guys, chill out. The Middle East is not chill anymore. We can't even go there. Chill out. We want to go on vacation. We want to see fucking Holy Land and shit, dude. Come
The
on.
Holy Land.
We want to see it. We want to see the Holy Land with our holes in our eyes. We want to be holy on the Holy Land, dude.
But there's nothing to see because they blew it up. They literally are trying to protect the land by blowing it up.
Haters gonna hate. No, I don't know shit about that situation. So, I just don't. I mean, I want there to be peace, but I know that's not gonna be forever because they've been fighting since the fucking
It's been
beginning.
80 years.
Oh, it's been longer than that too. There's beef.
Is it
Oh
longer?
yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Because I know it's like they want a two-state solution, but that would mean continuing the what's it called? Like since they're basically in an open-air prison where the giant walls around them. Do you know what the wall looks like? They're basically trapped in there.
No,
You don't know about that?
the wall's not real.
Because that's the reason why it's so like fucked up. Because these people that they're literally throwing bombs at are trapped inside this massive wall, keeping them in.
It's Call of Duty
Gaza.
map. It's a Call of Duty map.
But like,
Great podcast. Like, I can't remember the word.
Becca, do you or do you not want to
Yeah.
stop the war in Israel?
there's no war.
That was the wording.
Do you
There's
want
no war.
Okay.
So no.
So you wouldn't end the violence?
I mean, the way that it's worded is condescending.
I'm just gonna put no. We have one more left.
Okay, I guess I would, but I don't want to vote for Kamala because of it. Because she's,
So yes.
I don't know.
I need an answer.
I already know whose it is.
It's not gonna change your character. This is a fun little game. It's
Okay,
not gonna
so
make
you say
you.
yes, Becca.
I guess.
The last one is make it easier to fire civil servants.
Civil servants.
Yeah, like like politicians and shit.
Oh,
I agree.
yes.
Who do you think it is?
feel
It's got to be Kamala. Because I would assume Trump is like, once you vote for me, you never have to vote again.
Because isn't he trying to pass a thing where a president shouldn't go to jail?
Oh, well,
No
that's
matter
already a
what they do?
thing, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, never mind.
It's like, and I think we talked about this. Like anything the president does, presidential duties, he's good.
Okay, you guys want to hear your results? of
Wait,
who
what
you
was
should
that
vote
last
for?
one? Did we vote for that?
Yeah, you said yes. Make it easier to fire civil servants.
Who did we say it was?
I think it's Kamala.
I think it also was Kamala.
Okay. Okay, slashing wasteful government spending was Trump. The 25 minimum income tax on households more than 100 million in net worth. The 25% minimum income tax on households with more than $100 million worth was Kamala.
Okay.
25,000 down payment and 10,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers. Kamala.
Okay.
Eliminate taxes on tips for millions of restaurant workers and hospitality workers. Trump.
Really?
Yep. In support of AI. Trump. Send astronauts back to the moon and onward to Mars. Revolutionize our ability to access, live in, and develop in space. Trump.
Okay.
Promote home ownership through tax incentives and reducing mortgage rates. Trump.
I don't remember what I voted for that.
Federal ban on price gouging to lower grocery prices. Kamala. Free tuition for low and middle income families. That was Kamala. Creation of additional, more affordable alternatives to traditional four-year college degree. Trump. Banning companies that outsource jobs from business with federal government. Trump.
Yep.
Restore the long-term stability of Social Security. Trump.
Really? Okay, that one's...
That was on his
Plot
official
twist.
website.
That's shocking to me.
Erase billions of dollars in medical debt. Kamala.
Okay, yeah.
Building 3 million new homes that are affordable for the middle class. Kamala. In the war in Israel. Trump.
Oh,
not Kamala.
I knew it was-
We both said Kamala.
Fuck.
And make it easier to fire civil servants. Trump.
Really? Wow.
That's what it said online. And based off of what you guys chose based on policies alone, you both have the same candidate that you should vote for, and it's Trump.
No!
Let's go. No, I'm kidding. I don't like that.
Becca, you had 8 for Trump and 6 for Kamala. Matthew had 7 for Trump and 6 for Kamala. So yeah, that's the tally based on what if you would vote or not. So yeah, that's why they both came out differently. There you go, Becca.
Well, this is also
What?
just a pool of random things. It's
Yeah,
not like
it's not it
No
as a
content.
whole.
it's not like the foundational beliefs. Like
No, I avoided anything that was like their big major policies
Yeah.
that are obvious.
I was waiting for like, okay, abortion. What do you think about?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
If I would have added all those things in there, I'm sure the tallies would have came out differently, but I wanted you guys to go into this completely blind
Yeah.
and vote based on policies that are not mainstream. It was the point.
I like this game.
Okay, Trump voter. Okay, Trump voter.
I hate myself.
Do you want me to
vote.
tally? I know whose policy is whose, but do you want me to make my tally there? So, for my opinion, you have to give it back.
But you already know. So
I
I,
know,
feel
I
like
already know.
I'm Kamala. Everything's Kamala. I'm Kamala.
Okay, hang on.
I'm Kamala.
I'm gonna do it real quick.
Kamala.
I'm so mad because I know there was good things that Trump said. Like there's things I agree with.
There's not. It's not 100% bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It's just like the good doesn't outweigh the
I
bad.
feel like his character makes it hard to vote for him.
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't so like, I mean, also I am like in support of like free speech, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that he says
Is against it.
is very untrue, and it's just like
Oh yeah.
it's like I don't remember what he was saying, but like with the whole thing that happened at the Arlington Cemetery, where like his secret security like roughed up like a reporter or something. He was like, that didn't happen, completely untrue.
But it happened.
It's like everyone like filed a report, like all sides were like, this is what happened, and Trump's like, false. Maybe he was saying something about it wasn't right, but I'm like, it's just
He's
I
not
don't
very
know.
trustworthy. And isn't like he's all for free speech, but then at the same time he's like you're not. He's trying to make it illegal. Well, I don't know how true this is to like burn the American flag or whatever, like illegal.
Well, I think it was
that's
it not
freedom.
already. I heard that was like a bad. You only burn a flag if it touches the ground.
Well, it's supposed to be a freedom of protest, and that's why.
Yeah,
people
it
do
should. It should be. I mean, but
I don't know.
Mine, I got 8 for Trump and 7 for Kamala. So I also, based off these policies.
let's go ahead and go to the voting booth right now. Let's go ahead and cast our vote.
So me and Caitlin have the same almost.
Yeah, I had one more for Kamala, and I think there was one like the in the war in Israel. I want the. Okay, so I personally think that we shouldn't be sending money overseas because we have a lot of problems in our own country, and it makes me so mad that our tax dollars are being sent. But like literally, they're like, we're sending billions of dollars, and we can hardly afford fucking groceries, and that's what makes me so mad because it's like I want them to take care of us first.
Yeah.
Well, I think them sending like weaponry and like
I'm not
guns and
against it
ammo.
completely. I just want, if everything was good here, I wouldn't care because I'd be like, yeah, help them. They need help. You know what I mean? But because everything, like middle class families can hardly afford to buy homes. The grocery prices are absolutely fucking insane. Medical debt has also fucking skyrocketed. Like you can barely afford to fucking live. People are living paycheck to paycheck. I don't remember the percentage, but it's fucking high.
It's a lot.
It's like over 50 fucking % of Americans are living fucking paycheck to paycheck. And yet you can send $1 billion to a different country so that they can fight a war.
Oh, it's more than that. Billions.
It's billions.
Billions, yeah.
And that's what makes me very, very upset because, like, if we, like, before when they were sending aid, I did not care. I'm like, okay, yeah, help them. Do it. But because of how life is here now, I don't agree with sending aid.
Yeah, it was fucked up that they sent all that aid to gay people and fucked up their whole shit.
What?
Yeah, they sent aids to gay people.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I did not pick up on the joke until now.
Smile big and wide for the camera. All right. Well,
Okay.
we're at an hour and 10. About to say we probably have about 5 minutes of usable footage. All of it was political. We should just go ahead and scrap the entire episode.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
wanted
kidding.
to close out the political topic until something big happens in the
Yeah.
political world. And somebody left a comment that we didn't discuss policies. We just discussed whether or not we like the candidate. So I made this whole game so we could talk about the actual policies of
That
each
one
candidate.
person, I hope you know that you created change in the world, man. You had 3 people. You had me drive 40 fucking minutes to talk about Kamala and Trump.
And guess what? We're not voting for Trump.
Fuck you, dude. You made me waste all this
MAGA
gas money.
24.
You made me waste all this gas money to become a Trump voter.
MAGA!
Imagine he's like super like does not like voting, but he's like, I just want to know about policy. And like we did all
wanna
this for
educate
this one guy, and he's never going to see this video.
Yeah. He has us blocked.
Not even blocked. He won't be able to find our podcast again. Like, what the fuck was it called? Oh, CBS.
I'll comment under his comment and be like, we made a watch episode, blah, blah, blah. We talk about policies.
Was it
Blog.
NPR or CBS?
CBS.
ABC. It had to be in there
LOL.
somewhere.
It's obviously 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck. Yeah, he'll never find it if he searches 1, 2, 3. Name the episode 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and he'll be like, oh, there it is. Sorry.
We should call this episode Political Games.
Political games.
Political games, because we play a political game. I don't even remember what I called this game. But I think it was an interesting way to talk about the policies because it was completely unbiased. That was the point. Is so it was completely unbiased.
But
You
there
guys
was
didn't know
so
who
much
said it.
no context.
I know, but that's because example Jinja 47 is very, very. I read through the whole thing. It is extremely vague. And then Kamala doesn't even have her policies up, so like I had to like dig through quotes that she said. So they're both very, very vague. There's no details. I wish there was more details because then I could be like, actually, this is why this policy is bad and blah, 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 and I could educate people, but I can't, so. He won't be the same
I think
face.
that we need George Bush back in office.
Whoa.
I'm down with the Bush.
I wouldn't do that, but I mean, he already had two
It's almost
terms.
9/11, guys. In 6
Dude, is
days.
our next pod gonna be recorded on 9/11?
No.
We should do a whole 9/11 themed
Can we
episode.
do? Okay, we can do a 9/11 theme, but it has to be only conspiracy theories.
I have an idea. 2 of us dressed up as the Twin Towers, and the other one dresses up as an airplane, and then hits us, and then we fall.
That was a national tragedy.
Can we do that? That's our Halloween costume. We have 3. We can do it, or baby could be the airplane.
Thousands of people died that day, Maya. Sorry, I'm so used to yelling at Maya. Becca.
Thousands of people.
Becca. B-E-C-C-A. That's from our live last night. You should really watch the live so you get more context.
Losers.
Because a lot of our new viewers that we have are from Becca's lives.
They're just here for me.
Yeah. They're just here
So
to
we
watch
should
you.
just use my point of view for the whole podcast. This is just what they want to see.
Wrong.
There was one...
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Yep.
There was one
Nope.
dude in your podcast who's like a financial bro. Our podcast in your live who's like the financial guy. And I was like, I can read income statements and tell you whether a company is worth investing in or not. And he was like, he asked me if it was like internal source or like public source? And I didn't respond back because I was like,
I don't know.
no, it's not that I don't know. It's that doesn't even make any sense to me, because if you have buying stock in a company, if a company is public, their financial information has to be public.
Or maybe he meant like private versus.
You can't invest in stock in a private company.
Oh.
You have like to be able to buy stock for a company, that company goes public. And that's how you can buy and trade stock.
investor, but
Yeah, you can be an investor, but that's different. That's not buying stocks.
So he's just like faking it. He's
Well,
not actually.
I didn't even respond back because I'm like, that makes no sense, dude.
Which one was it? Do you remember their name?
No, I don't remember. I'm sure if they watch this, they'll bring it up on your live.
Do you want me to
Please
leave
do.
You're a fucking you're fake fraud.
you're fat. No, I was about to
You're
say
fat.
that.
Yeah, I read that and I was like,
Uneducated swine.
yeah, I'm not gonna respond
Speaking
back.
of swine, I got pulled over the other day.
Did he smell like bacon?
No,
What was that?
I was on a motorcycle. No, I was kidding. I was going home. I was on I-75 South, and I was behind a guy, and he was impeding for a while. He was going about 80. So I get over and I pass him going 90. And I never saw this cop. He must have been like 2 or 3 cars behind, because like as soon as I passed, I saw the lights go on. And I was like, what the fuck? I was with Maya. And we pull over, and the guy comes up, and he's just like, hey, I got you going 90. I was like, 90? And he was like, yeah, what's the hurry? And I was like, I'm just going home. I'm like, I told him, like, the guy in front of me wasn't getting over, so I passed him. He's like, that's fair. He was like, I'll run your stuff. I'll be right back. And he was like, I won't give you a ticket.
Oh shit!
Successfully went 90 miles
Well,
an
I
hour.
don't think it's illegal to
What?
speed when you're passing someone.
Yeah. I'm like, the context, I wasn't speeding for no reason.
Yeah.
Really?
I was getting,
like
I
at-
told him I got impatient waiting
Yeah.
behind that guy.
At Amazon, you know, they have the cameras now. You are allowed to speed. I think it's for up to 30 seconds. It's so you can pass someone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's not against the law to speed to pass someone.
And
Yes.
my insurance was expired. But I told him that. He was like, is it the same policy number? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right. So it was fine. I just needed to get a new card because it was paid for. Just the card that I had was for
Oh, okay.
6-month block. It was from January to July, and now it's September.
Nothing's gonna be on your record or anything?
No, he
I
didn't
was-
even give me a ticket or not
no
a
warning?
piece of paper warning or anything.
wow.
I'll just give you a verbal warning. Like, yes, dude, let's fucking go.
This has to do with your story yesterday. I was going like 80 and a 60, and there was a cop, and I saw him, and I was like, I didn't want to slam on my brakes, obviously, because that's obvious. Like, you see a
Yeah.
cop and you're speeding. So I just let off my gas, and I passed him probably going 75.
I just keep going the same speed. I don't change anything.
So he was like obviously a speed trap.
I was going 20.
No, I know.
Yes,
I know.
it was a speed trap.
I was going 20 over too.
I was going 20 over, so I just let off the gas. So when I passed him, I was going like 75, 70. The speed limit was 60, so that's still speeding. And like I was sitting there and I was watching him in my rear view, like, oh my god, he's gonna pull me over. Oh my god, he's gonna pull me over. And then he didn't. And I was like, he must have been texting.
Yeah, same thing happened to me.
Not paying attention.
On the same stretch that I got pulled over on a week before that, I had done the same thing, but I was going 90. And I didn't see the cop until it was like I was a couple hundred feet away from him. So I'm like, he totally clocked me if he was paying attention.
Yeah.
But he never did anything. I was like, oh, I'm toast. Never happened.
I'm convinced they just have like cops sit there and not actually like record people's
Yeah.
speeds. It's just to like make you scared to actually
Yeah.
slow down.
It's like a cardboard cutout.
Like a
Fuck.
imagine they did that.
It just like falls over. I'm driving so fast by it. It just. I knew it was fucking fake, dude.
For the thumbnail, we should make a face. I don't know if this is if you're capable, like if you can do this on Photoshop, but make us look like we're like sweating because it's political games. like I have a story.
Oh no.
you
No,
said
an
that I was
hour
a
and
woman.
20 in, she has a story.
I also have a story.
I got a pap smear done for the first time in 10 years the other day. And I remember I was telling like the nurses and stuff that I was really anxious about it because I hadn't had one done in 10 years. Okay, I get up on the table and the doctor is like, "Oh, we're gonna have these people in to observe."
That's
Oh,
what happened to me.
no.
That happened to me the last time.
And they weren't students.
Oh.
They were not students. They were they had like the official Christ Hospital ID badges on. And so I'm assuming that they were new workers and it was training. Okay, but I had 3 women looking into my vagina, and my doctor was like, "You see that right there on her cervix? Blah blah blah."
That's cancer.
No, and then they were all like, I see it while I was on the table, and all of a sudden they're like, I am mortified. And then when it was done and over with, and then everyone was leaving, I was like, thanks, I wasn't expecting an audience. And then they were all like, ah.
They didn't even ask you first?
No, they just told me like, oh, this is gonna happen, and I was already like up on the table.
I'm pretty sure they have to ask you, like, for permission.
I was told. I was not asked.
Fucked up.
I was mortified. I
That's
had an
like
audience
so
into my vagina.
Dehumanizing. You were just like a fucking vagina for them to study.
Yeah, they were just staring into my vagina. It was the most uncomfortable shit I've ever fucking done.
I think I would have a panic attack and leave. I'd be like, no.
It also tests for like STDs and stuff, and I don't have any.
You have all of them.
Can you imagine? No, I don't have any, and my pap smear was good. It was normal. So.
They smeared your pap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have to take a chunk of your cervix.
Yeah. They get back there and they scratch it up.
When they did that, I started bleeding down there.
Makes
and
sense.
I thought I was on my period, and I was like, I would have rescheduled. Like, I was even more mortified because she's like, oh, there's blood. And I was like, I would have rescheduled. And she's like, oh, no, that's blah, blah, blah. And she explained to me what happened.
At least someone wasn't like, what is that smell?
Oh, my God.
They're all going,
oh, God.
yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Like, their eyes are watering.
Yeah.
We see it.
It's fucking mortifying.
Is there a fan going?
Now I'm not going to go back and get one done for another 10
Yeah,
years.
when I did it, a student was there, and I won't go back because of that. That was so awful.
Can you imagine running into that person in public? And they look at you and they're like, I've
They're
seen
like,
your vagina.
You look really familiar. Can I see your vagina?
Did you accidentally make eye contact with any of them?
Oh, I wasn't
I
paying
just looked
attention
at
to
the
that.
ceiling.
I was like looking around. I don't even remember. I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I was listening to what the doctor was saying, and I kept sitting up going, what?
You're like,
was
just
a
imagine
woman doctor.
legs in stirrups, and you just have to be like,
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
are you guys all looking at my fucking vagina right now, dude?
It was mortifying.
Looking at my punani.
I never want to go back. But I did get my official long-term inhaler, so...
Hell yeah.
Because I have asthma.
My lungs are my long-term inhalers. Actually, no, my diaphragm, because that's the muscle that actually allows your lungs to take in
Well, now I'm on 2 inhalers. I have to take...
air. Yeah, left and right, or left and right.
I have one for asthma, and I get wheezy when I'm outside
It's wheezy, baby.
because of my allergies.
You're just like a
feeding me right now.
soundboard.
Wheezy, baby.
So yeah, I have 2 inhalers now, if anyone cares.
I got 2 inhalers, one for my left lung and one for my right lung. One for my wheezy.
My asthma inhaler, it's a powder, and it's not like a mist. I have to breathe in a powder.
I'm in love with the cocoa.
Go.
Go. So I have to like rinse out my mouth every time I use it because my mouth gets covered in that powder.
Ew.
And it's fucking disgusting.
2 inhalers.
No.
No, that's 2 chains. That
And
was
my
2
lungs were
chains.
so
2 chains.
bad. I needed 2 inhalers. Okay, but
You
tell your
ruined it.
story.
You ruined it.
I was in a hit and
My lung
run.
went-
Oh my god! I gotta pick up the mic again.
So I was on my way to work. Standstill traffic, okay? Someone, I guess they were trying to switch lanes. They hit the back of my bumper. I literally jolted forward, and I was just like... And they got over because they were switching lanes. So they switched lanes. I went to follow them. I like had my hazards on and everything. They kept switching lanes. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna get off on the side so we can like exchange information, see if like everyone's okay, whatever. They got off on the next exit.
Did you get plates?
No,
Did
because I
you-
was like, oh, they're getting over. I didn't think they were gonna fucking leave.
Well, maybe they were trying to get off the exit so that you didn't have to pull over on the highway, so they were gonna stop at like a
Did
gas
you get
station or
off at that
something.
exit?
Yeah, you
No.
should have got off at that exit.
They were like way ahead of me, and I was like, because it was standstill traffic, so we're like slowly moving, and they just got off on the exit, and I was like, oh, because aren't you supposed to technically get over on the side of the highway?
You can do that, or what I would do, it just depends on where I'm at. I would get off and stop at a gas station where it's safer, because the highway is a very dangerous spot to get
But
off.
I was kind of scared to follow them, because what if they were like dangerous?
Psychopaths.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought I've never been in an accident or anything, so I wasn't really sure. But I figured that you would get off on the side. So when they got off on the exit, I was just like, well, my car's still running. Like, I'm not hurt or anything, so whatever.
Was there dents or anything on your
There's
car?
a dent in my bumper. It's not bad, but it's mostly scratches. But yeah,
Well,
My fucking blows, dude. Next time, get their license plate.
yeah. I was like in shock, so it was like really
yeah,
bad.
it's hard to
And
remember shit like that.
I couldn't even tell you what the car looked like.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even tell you right
Yeah.
now. So
They were probably switching lanes trying to get away from you.
yeah, they were like weaving in and out of traffic, trying to like. I was like,
They were probably uninsured,
maybe.
and you can get in big trouble for that.
Like if I was injured and stuff, I probably would follow them. Like I had my hazards on, so it was like obvious that something was happening.
Yeah.
And there was like a car that like went in front of me, and the passenger like moved their head all the way to look back because they saw it too, and they're like, and we both made eye contact, and I'm like, like I don't know, but
They hit you hard enough to dent your car.
I
I'd be
was,
pretty
like-
fucking pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
like I was at a full stop,
Yeah.
and they hit it switching lanes, like
That's the same thing that happened to me.
yeah,
But it fucked my car up.
and
It was
it
total.
fucked you up.
Yeah.
I also have
My
a
neck
story
got
that's
arthritis.
similar to that story that happened Wednesday.
You were involved in a hit and run. You hit Becca's car. Oh my god!
was
I
you!
knew it. I
It
knew
was
it. I knew it.
Hey, no, I was at work and I was at a cancer center. Okay, it was a cancer center, and I parked my van, and then I was getting out to deliver the package, and then the whole van went because somebody was backing out of their parking spot, and they slammed into the back of my van. Which this happens at least once every 3 months. I get out, I don't see any damage on my vehicle, and I go and I talk to the lady, and it is a really, really old Asian lady who can't really speak very much English, like thick accent and everything. And I remember being like, there was a guy there, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Do you want to get documentation?" And she's like, "No." And we're like, "Are you sure?"
Are you documented? Are you from here? And she's like, I don't want to. She's like,
She
I
was
don't
like,
want.
"No." Her car was dented and everything. My car was fine. There was no damage, so I don't give a fuck.
Like,
I
let
have shit to
Amazon
do.
pay you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have shit to do. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, "Do you want to get this documented? Because we can get this documented." She was like, no. And I don't think that she thoroughly understood anything that all of us were saying. And it made me feel so bad because that's someone's like fucking grandma, and she was at a cancer center.
Oh,
And I felt awful for the
she's
rest
like, I'm
of
gonna
the
die
day.
soon anyways. It's okay.
No,
I have cancer.
No.
yeah.
No.
No, that's more,
Careful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna-
Careful.
The way you side-eyed me, you're like,
Careful.
What are you gonna say? But yeah, I also...
Lucy's late reaction. She said, "Wait." Someone just hit the building with a car.
Can you imagine? I'm always scared that somebody's gonna like hit the side of my fucking building.
It's that lady. She's like, I came back. I want to document it.
So I didn't understand what you were saying before. I actually learned a lot of English between then and now.
Well, like I said, she had a very thick accent, and I don't think that she thoroughly understood everything. That
Are you
was
saying
going-
she's stupid?
No.
Are you saying she's fucking thick in the head, dude?
No.
Because she's old or because she's foreign? Which
Both.
one is it? Hmm?
Both.
Are you saying foreign people are stupid?
No, not that she's stupid. I'm saying that I don't think that she understood all the words that came out of my mouth.
I think you and Trump have a lot in common.
Oh my god, I don't want to send her back.
China.
She wasn't from China.
How do you know?
If you had to guess, where was she from?
Don't be racist.
Japan or
Wrong
Korea.
answer, America.
No, she had a thick accent.
Just because you don't
you-
speak English doesn't mean you're not from America, dude.
Can you give us an example of the accent, please?
Yeah.
No.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too, Lucy.
Lucy, stop it.
Did she look at you and go, "Miss Honey"?
Oh my. All right, we're ending the podcast now.
Brother!
Brother.
Brother.
Okay. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Bye.
guys next week.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.